Stop watering yourself down to meet other people's standards. This is something that took me a long time to realize, right? And you sort of get to this point once coming to terms with the self and accepting yourself. And I often see with human beings when I interact with them, especially those with extroverted, big personalities. Oftentimes they feel as if they need to water themselves down when they're around others. Because they're afraid of coming across as too much, or doing too much, or speaking too much, or expressing too much, or all things of that sort of nature. However, this is honestly the worst thing that you could do. You know, the strongest frequency, 46 times stronger than the frequency of love, is the frequency of authenticity. You know what authenticity means? To be authentic is to be the easiest thing in the entire universe. To be authentic is to be you. To be you, always. That's what it means to be authentic. And you, as any other deserving being in this world, deserve to exist. You deserve to be you. You deserve to be appreciated for that. You deserve to be admired for that. You deserve to be compensated for being yourself. But you've got to believe all of that. You've got to believe all of that in order for all of that to occur. A big part of me making this channel was to just pick up the camera and speak about things that I love. Because this is authentic to me. This is who I am. Ask any of my friends, I talk about this shit all the time. Anybody needs game of life, they come to me. Like I'm the guy that gives game of life. But not in like a all-knowing way, but in like what I'm passionate about. But stop watering yourself down to meet other people's standards, bro. Like, honestly, it's better to be lonely, to be with a bunch of people that you feel like you have to act different around. You're better off being lonely, so you might as well go do it, right? I have a video that I posted a couple of videos back. It's called Everything That You Want is the Other Side of Being an Individual. In society, we crave human connection, right? And we're social creatures. We assign ourselves to social groups. And we adopt the values of these social groups. And we feel a sense of shame and embarrassment to act outside of these values. That comes at the expense of you. The whole point of society and the social constructs adopted by these social groups is to keep everybody in check. But you gotta remember, every human being is different. Everybody's an individual. We don't all want the same thing. So a lot of people are actually subscribing to social constructs that don't align with them and what it is that they want. Out of sheer desire to belong somewhere. You're better off lonely. If that's the case, you're better off alone. You're better off alone, mate. Watering yourself down, watering your God-given traits to meet the standards of another flawed human being who simply has the inability to showcase their traits that God gave them, suddenly feels intimidated about yours, and then tells you to pipe down. Nigga, you pipe down. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And what you need to understand, any criticism anybody has to say of you is a projection of self. And oftentimes the criticism that they can offer you is a window into their relationship with themselves, how they speak to themselves, all the things about themselves they suppress, their unhealed trauma, all of that. So stop watering yourself down to meet other people's standards. But you're a unique being. You have a unique energetic signature. Especially if you have the gift of a big personality. You are especially if you're an extrovert, or just somebody who you know has a big personality. You deserve to showcase that. So you get your God-given talent. An ability that I have that for the longest time I suppressed was my ability. I'm extremely expressive, as you can tell. The whole point of this YouTube channel is to captivate my self-expression, things that I have to say. But when I came to acceptance of that, came to acceptance of self, I swore to myself that I'll never ever suppress my ability to express myself. But here's the thing. People are intimidated by people who have traits that they desire, but don't have. One more time for the people in the back. People are intimidated by people who have traits that they desire, but can't attain or don't have. So, watering yourself down to meet somebody else's standard is somebody trying to dumb you down to ensure that they don't feel intimidated by the individual that you are. It's the individual who wants to build the tallest building by burning all the other buildings down. And do not succumb to that. Do not succumb to that mediocrity. Showcase what God has given you. Be the loudest in the room if you must. It is only within your nature to do so. Talk as much as you need to talk. Yeah. And find people that, love and support you for the individual that you are. And if you can't, you're better off alone. There's no harm in being alone there. Being an individual is the greatest thing in the world. Once you understand that, right? You get the freedom to be what you want and attain what you want. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a phenomenal thing. So stop watering yourself down to meet other people's standards. You deserve the world and more. You must believe it. You must come to acceptance of self. And you will never come to acceptance of self externalizing your validation system. Trying to get other people to like you. They don't even like themselves. Bro. They don't like themselves. And they envy what it is that you have, bro. So, don't water yourself down to meet other people's standards. You deserve the world. You deserve to be compensated for who you are. You deserve to be appreciated for who you are. You deserve to be accepted for who you are. And if those around you don't, find those that do. And in the meantime, while you're finding those that do, it's okay to be alone. Appreciate you guys for watching. It's been your boy KP with V. Catch you guys in the next video.